And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Tampa. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down at 4. Stafford, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Opening carry in the game for Cordell Patterson. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now Stafford. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield. And it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Got a man. That's Colin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Stafford. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7-7, our score after one. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They snap it to Stafford. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tony Pollard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bucs at 9-6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Play action. Now Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 2nd down and 4, Stafford, he'll buy some time right. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He gets it left side of Johnson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And that's complete to Cooks. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They run again with Hunt. Oh, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Stafford on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Anthony Schwartz, 76 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take down.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Wilson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dallas Goedert with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A nice gain at 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll look downfield for Waller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Darren Waller, 38 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 64 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Hey, 22!
First and 10, it's Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Cordero Patterson taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Here's Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Hey, 22! Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Now Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chris Wormley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Give the tackle to Terrell Lewis. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on,